Hellcurt, Heck, Amon.
They ate and left no crumbs.
Yeah, they cleaned up. They were like, okay, we're gonna eat it in your room. We're gonna order room service for you.
They licked it clean.
They licked it clean. They washed the plates, and they called room service. On King Kong has no hero left. He's exposed. This guy's exposed.
Now they're contemplating. We have to show them something new.
Okay.
And it's going to be Anakai
That's a good
jungle. Ghost Skull there.
Yeah.
Midnight.
That's a remedy. They still are able to pull off a combo between Arlott and Akai, but these are terrible heroes against Yuzong, by the way. Now, you know, Benny, let me see some fighters. Let me see some Esmeralda. Let me see some Yuzong Gold. Because honestly, Phobius is open for a 3-mar.
I was actually counting on the Phobius for Onic, but you're right. It also fits onto TNC Pro Team's lineup after that Akai and Arlott pick.
Whatever they want to pick, just go for it.
Go for fighter, Benny.
Just don't get an absolute trash hero, honestly.
Let's see.
I like this pick.
Now
He counters 4 heroes in this lineup.
Now he's back. Out for redemption, out for revenge for his ex-Borg. Midnight, with the way that the draft went. 2 words to describe for each team.
2 words?
2 words. That's a challenge.
No. Oh, wait. Okay.
I'll make it 3.
2 words for each team, right?
Yes, for each. The draft.
Okay, make it 3.
Okay, make it 3.
TNC, you should win.
Oh, okay, that's 3.
Onic, you should lose.
Oh my gosh. Is this a hot take? An epic take?
Yeah.
A mythic take?
No, after that draft, TNC should win. If they lose, the loser deserves it, honestly.
But let's see if that will reflect onto their game as we move on forward. And let's head on over to the Land of Dawn with our casters.
This honestly wasn't in my bingo card for day 3 of the playoffs. Hack a King! TNC are deploying Hack a King in an effort to get the match point first against Onic Philippines.
This probably wasn't on my bingo card at all this season.
The whole season!
All season! An Akai in King Kong's hands! The mechanics! All assassin picks gone!
Hey. In defense of Akai, right?
Okay.
I'm an Akai user.
Yes.
There are some moments where you really need to be in the right place at the right time. So there's some mechanics involved.
But that's more so if you're a flicker Akai.
I guess, you know, the reposition. That just makes all the movements more deliberate, okay? Let's not count it out. It's not like it's Uranus.
Okay.
Okay? Don't go.
Still a debut pick though.
Yeah, for the first time, possibly in forever, we need to go back as far as older seasons of the MPL to check if King Kong has played the Akai. But overall, this is a return to form, not just for Onic PH, but even TNC, because look, 3-mar picks up the Yuzhong, Chaknu picks up the Baksha again, a Baksha in the roam for God knows how long, and then Benny Cutie. He started the series with this X-Borg. Yeah. Now he's going to give it the old Phoenix Army try once more.
I feel it's a lot better for the X-Borg now though compared to game 1. Oh, hold on, Kirk against 3-mar!
Oh my God!
The Shah! The Shah
takes him down!
I do not want to go 1v1 against an Yuzhong ever again. Zaida nearly got a kill there. It's a 0-2 for this Joy, but so far it's looking good.
Okay, Brigida, tell us exactly why that X-Borg was good going into Onyx lineup again.
Because you don't get to see any form of burst damage from Onyx lineup.
That's right.
And it feels like if he was struggling to always have his Viraga armor in the beginning of a team fight in game number 1, that might not be a problem at all now that we're in game 3.
Black Dragon form coming in. Spots Brusco, pushes away King Kong.
Ooh.
No dice, TNC get it for free.
This is looking like a really good start if you're TNC. You can hear the Phoenix Army really hyped up. Earlier, Onic have successfully choked out a lot of Zyda's resources as the Joy. But look at where Zyda's farming now.
He's farming on their side of the jungle. Even Kelra's struggling. one more thing to add. Oh my god, they catch Jackal heavy spin.
Oh, their Vitalize is there, but those were endless vengeances from Kirk. It's the MSC Akai Arlot all over again.
Lancelot at home, but 3 more finds sweet revenge right here, right now. Kirk falls.
This Yuzhong is no joke. There's a reason why it's prio banned so far. It's handling the Arlot so well. Oh, Zaida though. Chaco going in. Back to Shield Unity, but he gets to walk away instead. Could have been really dangerous if only he was a bit more further into the turret, but again, at least there's no threat of sudden burst damage.
Yeah.
So they can just take it easy.
That is on the defensive side. Offensively speaking, I think the X-Borg is great going in on it because look, utility jungle, huge HP on that Gatot, on that Arlor, on that CC. And they're just going to stand in front of him, and then he can get all those true damage stacks.
Yeah.
So TNC, this is a dream situation. A great start. 3.5 minutes in, they're already up 1,000 gold. They're making this Joy look good. How does this feel for Onic?
This Joy on the M6 championship skin, by the way.
That is literally King Kong.
Which we did just show right now. They're using this exact skin against Onic, and they're not having such a great time. Zaida's first to position himself near the objective as well. And Benny, the X-Borg, finally gets to join. What could you expect? It's not going to be easy for Onic to start things off, but instead it's TNC who starts everything. Brusco already using the AOG, but 3 more.
Ah, dog, 3-man gank on that Yuzhong. Didn't even get to use the Black Dragon form. Now Onic repositioned, going for the turtle.
Now with 3 mark on, there's no Black Dragon form, but that's a surprise. Final slash. Benny Cutie also throwing out those flames, and he gets the turtle. How did that happen? It's Benny who secures the objective for TNC.
Without a retribution. I mean, Zaida helped for sure, but in the thick of things, it's that last insanity. Now in comes the Black Dragon form.
And he's just going to zone every single member of Onic in an attempt to take this mid turret, but 3 more. That might have been a bit too dangerous.
He was short and sharp, and he gets taken down by Fritz. The super fab clap back.
Kelra takes a turret down bottom as well, but Zaida clearly wants to trade as much as he can. Onyx starting to be a lot more aggressive now though, but does King Kong get the purple buff?
It went to Lancey.
What?
Lancey took it.
And Zaida got his!
All the purple go to the Phoenix army. Off camera, Kelra takes down Betty. That's just to the right of the current camera angle we have now. This is pandemonium. This is mayhem. Game 3. This is a long shot from what MPL Philippines looks like on the daily.
Still a bit more closer than we thought though. Oh, Crimson Beacon. It's less than 1,000 gold lead, but Brusco, Lantern Flare stacks coming in. The Revitalize was already used. And that's just because of Lancy and 3mar in mid.
Could have been lethal if 3mar stayed a little closer to Brusco with another big choke slam. Could have been it for the Bruiser. All right, Onic able to recover just a little bit. Truth be told, they're doing so much better than we expected, given that they've taken down 3mar. And I'd like to think that it's not over just yet. Just because King Kong did not get a favorable hero doesn't mean the rest of the team can't pivot.
We just don't see Onic choosing to fight and sync up just yet. They haven't,
the kind of lineup that they have doesn't need to sync up. Like, it's a fighter lineup. So everything has to happen all together. Black Dragon form, starts it up, turns out a quarter of his health.
But I guess it can't be too messy either. But Benny Cutie, oh no, Zaida really takes this objective. Everybody's just pulled back in. Benny Cutie takes down Brusco, last insanity already committed. And the heavy spin was used just to escape. So now they don't really get to sync up anything.
See, that's what I'm saying, Bree. Onic, they don't need to sync up, but they all have to be there. It's a front line heavy lineup. TNT, they love that. Benny Cutie welcomes that all day, any day. specifically today, on Friday, he might actually get the match point against Onic first. They're up now 2K.
But it's not like they could choose not to just walk up front. I guess maybe for Kirk, he could try and come in from weird angles, and maybe you could say the same from Kelra, but King Kong, based on how great of a map control we're seeing in TNC's hands right now, I don't think they can actually take the Phoenix Army by surprise as much as they want.
No, it has to be an honest approach or a clean pickoff, like one or the other. And I think it's the latter that's more possible. A passive push up top by TNC. They're slowly building up this lead. If there will be a pickoff for free from Onic, I think it's off of, as you mentioned, Kirk. He has to feed these skills over the counter, feed these skills over the Prince. But that damage profile, I'm not so sure if Athena or Midnight talked about this, but this is weird. We were so honed in on that Akai pick that we never considered, is Onic doing the right kind of damage?
And I guess that's why TNC took out all remaining possible junglers who could have dealt much more damage than this. Because right now we're looking at probably just Super Prince as the main source of damage for Onic. And they're playing around Super Prince clearly. But if Super Prince is out of the picture, then I can't imagine how Onic deals with everything.
And TNC have that foil. They can send Trimar to go Prince hunting and just stop him from firing back. Like, it's that simple, a one-to-one solution. So now Chaknu goes ahead. Baksha Unite spots Brusco, forcing him out of that river brush. And the front line belongs to TNC. Like, Benny Cutie is that bad over the turret.
Actually, even Zyda can just go Super Prince hunting if he wanted to.
That's true.
There are so many ways for TNC to deal with Onic's main damage. And right now, every single one of them can efficiently zone out Onic if they want to. Brusco couldn't even come close. Zyda takes the Lord, but they trade Chaknu. Both roamers are down, but could they get more? Because this is Last Insanity from Benny Cutie!
Bang! Finds two! Prince and Kelra full! 3 for 1, the Mamba for all that, and the Lord!
Very much worth it. That's super worth it if you're part of the Phoenix Army. You can even try and take much more. They're definitely gonna go for this tier 1 in mid, and Kirk can only watch.
Kirk tried, all right? I think he knows, he understands the way that we see this picture as spectators, that it's on me. I have to somehow stop this forward momentum from the Phoenix Army. And he came from that weird angle. Like, at best, what was he gonna do? Stop Zyda from coming in and blasting the softies from Onic? Because Trimar's job was done. Again, they'll always have the initiative. They will always be first to say, Trimar, go jump someone. Go jump Prince.
And as we've mentioned, Onic are looking to lose a huge majority, or if not all, their outer turrets at this point. I am wondering if the flying clouds can actually help them. We did see King Kong use one just now.
Yep.
I think even casters, we've been talking about maybe flying clouds favoring those who are on the defense a bit more.
Yep, you can kind of catapult your way towards a advantageous angle, but here's the thing, Bree. Your opponents see that coming. Sure, you can't interact with them, but
Still honest.
you see that little head in your mini-map. These are pro players we're talking about. These people do it for a living. Some of them have become world champions. So you have to know that, wait, that's not right. we can't let that fly. So I see what King Kong was trying to do. It's just, you won't let that fly by, not by the Phoenix Army.
Not if they stay careful. And that's what they're doing right now. It's TNC who played a lot more aggressively in the beginning, and now they're being a lot more calculated.
And this is where they're comfortable. Again, in a state of constant conflict, a team like TNC flourish. They are a team fighting team, and they forced Onic to draft this way as well. Again, Kelra's in a fighter cold lane, so you have to fight and win from there. You can't just be sneaky. That's why the map will never look blue unless you start winning team fights.
But how do they do that? Even this purple buff gets denied from them. Traction Pulse already used though. could they be dealing with Benny Cutie first? But it's not just the Firaga that he has. If we have to look at him, he also has the immortality picked up already.
Effectively 4 light bars. Effectively multiple ways to trigger the last insanity even if you get bursted. And again, we mentioned, we agreed, there is no burst from Onic.
No.
Not now, not in the mid game. We're approaching the late game. Maybe there is a way. If Kirk can somehow find that miracle angle.
Yeah, I think just now too, the Attraction Pulse and the Solar Beam dealt a decent amount of damage, but again, I guess that's the key word, it's just a decent amount of damage. Nothing that Benny Cutie couldn't really recover from, but they get to force out the Crimson Beacon. But does Chaknu want to look for a target? They don't know where King Kong is too, by the way.
They spot him.
King Kong gets spotted though, and now they flush them out. Onic could not come any close, and Chaknu is willing to be the sacrifice.
It's the same play. King Kong, 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Gets a heavy spin.
Benny Cutie still has his immortality. Kirk finding the setup onto 2. The damage might just be enough right now, but 3 more knocks up so many. But TNC, with 2 members down, might not force the fight anymore, not unless they actually want to.
Benny Cutie, no Firaga armor, in comes Zaida. Enough damage to disincentivize Onic from pushing forward. This is a blunt push by Onic, by TNC.
Yeah,
I think Onic should be thankful. Onic did a great job there.
King Kong did a great job. He stopped Zaida from using the electrifying beats to potentially go for the cleanup, but Brusco, oh, he doesn't get to stun anyone, even with the flying clouds. But it was enough to force TNC away.
Brigida, I see exactly what TNC is doing here. That's why Chaknu sent himself over to Onic. That's why he said, hey, kill me now. I respawn sooner. I join much faster via flying clouds. But the timing wasn't perfect. I think TNC lost more than they expected they were going to. And that led to that Lord getting neutralized by Onic in about 0.2 seconds.
Yeah. So it sounded like a really good plan, but I think it was a bit too specific for TNC to have been able to pull it off. They did get the objective, they're still in the lead, but it's starting to not feel as significant if Onic get a bit more confidence to engage in the team fights.
It's not impossible, it's still pretty miserable,
Yeah.
but there are solutions, as you saw. I think Onic should thank the Lord for that, because again, that's all that TNC had their eyes on.
Yeah.
Possibly, my theory is they tunnel visioned into just the Lord and finishing, assuming that Onic would take this lying down. It's clear that the M6 World Champions will do no such thing. A minute before the Lord spawns lower quarter, TNC have to be very particular about how they approach the next fight because Prince has racked up quite a few stacks. I don't know if he died post Skypiercer stack take, but he's starting to hurt.
Yeah, and I think it was Prince who actually started that fight. He used the traction pulse, so Lancey had to use his Crimson Beacon. And that's only when Chaknu just kept running towards Onic. That's when he decided to sacrifice himself because of maybe, again, the flying clouds theory.
Yep. On the other hand, Lancey has 0 stacks. So his Skypiercer is about 1,500 gold worth of nothing. King Kong struggling to keep his own purple, and they will. Traction pulse thrown out, TNC scramble. So this is what TNC is doing. They're just keeping Onic busy, so the map belongs to them up until the Lord spawns.
Yep. Onic, it's so hard for them that they have no choice but to group up and just fight TNC head on. Because there's no right sequence to doing things.
I think there is one universal truth for Onic. Deny Benny Cutie the last insanity. That was the key to that whole fight post-Lord about 4 minutes ago. Like, that was the only reason why Onic is still alive, is because they started to whittle down Benny's Firaga armor first. And they popped his immortality. That's another one. Right now, Benny has no Firaga armor, so effectively only has 2 life bars, not 4.
Yeah. He doesn't have the immortality right now. So Onic might see this as a small opportunity or something they can risk. There goes the traction pulse already, and now they're definitely trying to take that Firaga armor out, but still has it, and his immortality came back just in time.
Right, and Kirk uses the final slash, displacing the wrong target. Chaknu happy to be of service as TNC go back to the dance.
Time's up. Now those 4 life bars are back for Benny Cutie.
Pretty miserable if you're a fighter lineup, and this is the kind of damage profile you have. Onic are playing this on hard mode.
Yes. There's so much going on. So many heroes from TNC even effectively blocking Onic from what they want to do.
Yep, and Onic want to take care of the map too. So that's what Zyda is doing. He's overloading the choices that Onic has to make. And if TNC learn of this decision to send Kirk over there, then all the more it becomes clear. Just go burst the Lord. They can't get us from the back line. No solid amount of CC here.
Yeah.
And King Kong shows himself.
Yeah. Because I think if there's anyone who needs to work together in this, more than the Gatot KB, maybe it does have to be King Kong and Kirk. But they don't seem to find anyone. Not at least Benny Cutie, we mentioned, is the important target.
Traction Pulse already used. Chaknu rolling around. 3 more holding on to the Black Dragon form. Checks in on that long brush. Chaknu pops that Baksha ult. Puissance. Oh wow, these two are just holding out. Lord at half health.
They're fighters, and they keep fighting. No one's going down while Zyda just keeps holding the objective. That's the final slash finally committed onto Benny Cutie, though he still has a bit of the armor, but he will use the last insanity effectively on 3 as 3 more and Lancey just go for the chase and take down Onic 1 by 1.
2 for 1, and Brusco will not survive 2 kills for Lancey. It's just King Kong and Kelra left.
You were looking for the stacks, and now he got 2 kills. TNC, they want to take down the base turrets. We're 19 minutes in, and they might just go straight for the base.
They can't do this. It's not enough firepower to defend.
Virag Armor's back. Last insanity. Kelra's bursted down. King Kong takes out Chaknu, but he's next. The Phoenix Army are at match point.
The fires burn